Hey everyone, it's Joe. I just wanted to say thanks so much for tuning in to episode 19 of our Thruhike. I can't believe we're up to 19 already. I wanted to provide a little bit of context for this episode as it was a pretty special time for Tara and I. Now that we've flipped up to Katahdin, we are officially southbounders, which means that this next segment of trail, which we'll be going through the 100-mile wilderness on, was a pretty interesting one, and it was lovingly referred to as the reunion tour by Tara because we're now headed south and basically meeting up with all the people we met on trail and getting one last chance to say goodbye. And you'll see that in this video we have a lot of little pics interspersed of some friends we met from trail and people we were saying bye to, so that's what all the people are. Also, this happened to be during the peak foliage season, fall foliage up in Maine, and there are some pretty spectacular colors going on. I've never seen anything like it. Hope you enjoy them. See ya.
Why don't you care about us? Just sit
there. Well, last night we stayed at Brook lean-to. And today it's supposed to rain all day, so we're getting a late 9 o'clock start, and
we got to see Lone Bear and Squiggles.
Got to see Lone Bear and Squiggles as they were heading towards Katahdin.
And we met two dudes. It was really cool.
And we're rain geared up, ready to hike as far as we can in the all-day rain. Womp womp. Up to the log.
On the
Log between the log and the rock. We're currently up on Rainbow Ledges, which is where a lot of northbounders get their first up-close view of Katahdin, but not today, obviously. But just look at the colors. So many cool, like glow green, magenta, green, fire orange and red. Such a cool color palette up here.
Black.
Black.
Why is Rainbow Ledges?
I don't know. More like rain ledges today.
Look at this big one. Oh, Bubba, you don't got a rock climb. I'm sorry, I stopped chasing you. Wow.
Hello. How's it going? Oh man. Bro, will be really nice right now.
Are you hungry?
I'm hungry.
Really hungry?
Yeah,
How hungry?
a lot. Still raining. Well, it rained all yesterday and it rained all night and we sat up in the rain, and I think today is actually going to be a nice day.
Look at what Joe had pointed out. Look how big this is. Oh, that was real wet. Because I am. Look. Oh my goodness. And there's a fun upside down one.
Well, my feet are still wet and my gear is still wet, but it's easy to forget that with views like this. And the sun, the nice warm sun.
Well, it's clear that the sun's out.
So we just found out that we have hiked over 1,000 miles now. Tara's first 1,000 miles.
Now we've done 1,018. Aww.
Neat. When I wake up, I'm gonna be, nope. Wilderness. Even in 100 miles of wilderness, we get some luxury, except that it's a staircase down to a stream with no bridge. It's weird. This is some of the nicest trail we've had in weeks. One thing about Maine is it's so rocky and rooty, or it's so climby and bouldery that your mind is constantly working to try to figure out, where do I step? How do I do this safely? And it's just a very intensive sort of hiking. And it's been like that since we entered Maine. So, and that's one thing I was thinking is, like, compared to the PCT or the CDT, the AT is a much more energy intensive trail. It requires you to look down at your feet more and make more decisions every time you take a step. And it's a lot harder to zone out on this trail and just hike. It's kind of over-engaging, over-stimulating, which is kind of exhausting. I think it adds to the difficulty of the AT. What a tree.
Complimentary cannabis.
We're in the middle of the 100-mile wilderness, and a burger sounds really good.
A half-pound
A
burger.
half-pound burger. Our resupply was done when we were getting into Millinocket after a hitch and trying to rush to the hostel. So it's not the best resupply, and it already looks like we're gonna have to be rationing a little bit. as we get through the latter part of the wilderness. So I think it is with that in mind and with food on the mind that we justify going to White House Landing for the day and getting a burger and a breakfast tomorrow and heading out. It's something I didn't do the first time through, and I really wanted to, and I didn't think I would do it this time just to save money and because we're trying to hurry through the wilderness, I guess. But on the other hand, it sounds really nice right now, and we're both hungry, so so it goes.
Ooh. See the wind marks though. It's too flat and then too light.
Yeah. Alright, here's one.
Okay.
Secret is getting real low.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm so excited. Sure, am I gonna sink it? Hello.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. White House Landing. It's pretty beautiful.
It's our bunkmate. Hi, pretty.
So these are Tara's socks after this last stretch in the rain.
20 miles, 10 hours in the rain.
Ugh.
Yeah, you can smell them.
Looking pretty crispy.
I love watching them scratch in the dirt. Scratch, scratch.
I barely have any pictures of me on trail.
Oh, you off trail? You blue blazing?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. That's so high. Did it get that high? I just picked up on the fact that the undergrowth is all teeny baby maples. Look at y'all.
Well, we took the boat shuttle back to where we left off on trail this morning, away from White House Landing, and between Tara and I, we're packing a pizza and a hamburger. So that'll help us with our food and give us that extra little boost we need to make it. We have 67 miles left until we get to Monson. And from there, I believe it's about 80 left to the Stratton where we left off, and then from there we'll flip south. Onward. It's a beautiful day today.
Say that one more time.
No, I won't.
Just tell us what you would do.
Oh, gotcha.
If you came from Monson, what would you do?
If I were doing a 5-gallon bucket resupply, I would get hot dogs and load them up like bullets vertically all around the 5-gallon bucket.
Would you put them along your waistband?
That would be cool. Just have a bandolier and just be like...
Gross.